more beautiful than for suicide. I love you with everything. Because you're the one.
Brooke is the one. Brooke is the one. So then why, Ridge, are you running to Taylor and you're going to end up hurting both women playing these games because your ego was bruised? I don't know about y'all, but if I was Taylor and I found out about that love letter he just wrote to Brooke and that tearful goodbye they had with that passionate kiss, I would be telling him to pack his bags and get out, because there is no way that I want to be second choice. Is anybody else sick of Sheila popping up every 5 seconds trying to manipulate every situation with that evil grin on her face? And why is everybody and their mama up in Taylor and Ridge's bedroom wanting to know if they did the do? And can we talk about how Thomas and Steffy are being smug brats right now? Now, when Hope deserves it, I call her out. I said that she was out of line for wanting Deacon up in the house at all costs. I call her out on that. But she was actually being reasonable today. She was trying to admit that, yes, her mom makes mistakes, but she was showing grace, just like she did with you, Thomas, who kept her daughter away from her for months, and she still forgave you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another bold and a beautiful review. Let's start with this scene with Steffy, Thomas, and Hope. Did anyone else feel like they were being just very smug and childish in an unnecessary way in this scene, like almost gloating that Taylor had won over Brooke? And I was thinking about this, I feel like this is deeper for Steffy. I feel like she enjoys rubbing this in Hope's face because of the fact that Liam chose Hope in the end. So this is kind of her way of feeling like she has a point on the board. She's won. Even though it is her dad and Taylor, she still feels that this is her way of rubbing it into Logan's face once again. Before Hope comes in, they were discussing what happened and how they're worried about Brooke begging Ridge to stay with her and making fun of her tears. But I'm like, Steffy, you've done the same thing when Leon was trying to leave. I mean, if we're being honest, all the women on this show have made fools of themselves for the men. It's just the way that Belle and the writers love to write it. But Thomas leaves and Hope and Steffy discuss what's happening between their parents, and Steffy leads Hope to believe that Taylor and Ridge slept together, saying they spent a magical night reconnecting. Next, Sheila pops up out of nowhere at Taylor's office acting like they're besties. Oh, I see that glow on your face. I can only imagine who you're thinking about. Taylor lets her know that she can't just be popping up unannounced. And Sheila apologized and said, I'm sorry, I'm just so excited to find out what happened between you and Ridge. Deacon let me in on everything that happened, and I know that opened the door for you and Ridge to get back together. So she's all rah-rah for Taylor now and lets her know that she is Team Taylor all the way. But the question is, Sheila, is Taylor Team Sheila? Because yeah, she got you to be able to come over for Christmas, but have you seen Finn or Hayes since? Has Steffy talked to you since? No. So I don't know why you're acting like she opened the gateway for you to have a real relationship with them. It was one day and you haven't had another chance since. And do you really think that Taylor is going to be able to convince Ridge to let you around Finn and Hayes and Steffy? I'm going to say no, but somewhere in her delusional mind, she thinks that once Taylor and Ridge are together, that she's just going to be welcomed in with open arms. She's going to be in for a rude awakening.
I don't want to lose you. You are my soulmate. You are my destiny. And we gotta hang on to each other, okay? Can't let each other go.
And finally, we come to the big scene of the day, Brooke and Ridge's tearful goodbye. And he professes his love for her, calls her the one, then somewhat backs it away and says, you're the one that I was young with. but then says that she is the love of his life, that he loves her with all of his heart. And it's hard for him, but they can't keep doing this to each other. So we know where that leaves us. This is not the end for Brooke and Ridge. They will be back together. And it sticks out to me that when Taylor was professing her love to him when they reunited the other day, he just stood there and stared at her. Couldn't say, I care for you, I love you, I have love for you, nothing. He just stood there and stared, where he's breaking down in tears over Brooke, telling her how much he loves her. So basically saying he wants to be with her, but is worried about getting hurt. Which they do this to each other over and over and over again. But he gives her one last passionate kiss goodbye, and he leaves, and Brooke just melts into the chair, just saddened by all of this. And she didn't chase him out the door. She just sat there. Of course, we know she will probably fight in upcoming weeks. This has been a center theme of the show since it started, this triangle with Brooke Ridge and some other person. It changes out between different people. But yeah, that's it for today. So we do have the tearful goodbye of Brooke and Ridge for now. We'll see how this plays out. We have Sheila gloating because she accomplished her mission of ruining Brooke's life. And Steffy and Thomas are happy because their parents are going to be back together. Hope is devastated. I'm sure she's feeling a little bit guilty because the part she played in this of wanting Deacon to be back in their lives. So thanks for watching. Drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on today's show. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.